Hi, welcome to episode 9 of My Life in Boxes. Today I have pulled out 2 boxes and I have come across this painting that my mother did. It's not signed, but I have another painting of hers where she painted waves, and it was hanging in one of our extra bedrooms for as long as I can remember. I don't remember seeing this painting before. I'm going to take this upstairs and I will probably have it framed to match the other paintings from my mother. I believe I have 4 or 5 paintings in all, and she started painting later in life, I think in her 50s, and I am pretty impressed with the landscapes that she has painted. And this religious embroidery, I believe, that was hanging over my parents' bed, again, for as long as I can remember. And it's in Czech, so I think it may have been given to them by somebody in my father's family. He was raised by a Czechoslovakian foster family. And a large faded portrait of me in my late teens, I think. I think I was 19 here. I was working at American Savings in Sherman Oaks when a professional photographer came in to take photos of the employees. And this is a silly art project that I did in junior high. I really didn't like doing visual arts, and I just did the easiest thing that we could do, and I think we used to just trace our names and it became art. Why I still have it is beyond me. Faded construction paper. Oh, faded construction paper with something inside. Oh, this was a project my brother must have done in first grade. About me. Hello, my name is Leo Nick Shady Jr. I was born in LA in a yellow building. That's where I was born. Yes, sir, that's where I was born. Wow, he had a sense of humor back then. I had my birthday when my mom has her birthday. When I have my birthday, so we celebrate it together. We both have our birthday on November 10th. That is when we have our birthday. My mother's birthday was actually November 12th. Oh my gosh, he has a whole family here. I don't know if you can see this. I think I'm gonna turn. Hello, I'm going to tell you about my family. My dad owns apartments and he works on a ship. He gets a lot of money for working on the ship, and he gets a lot of money when he collects rent. He gets a lot of money. My brother was obsessed with money, I guess, or my dad. I already told you a lot about my dad, so I'm going to tell you about my mother. My mother is a teacher and she teaches school. My big sister is in college and she is 20 years old. My other sister is a brat and she's in 3rd grade and she goes to Brownies, and when she gets mad at me, boy, she really screams. He's talking about me. I don't know that I want to continue reading this book. Wow. I am definitely going to keep this, and I think I'm going to actually take it up to my house. Wow. And inside here I find program for the 23rd Chicago Latino Film Festival. That was probably 2007. Nalip Conference, 2006. Nalip. VHS, once again. I don't know why I have so many VHS. Hello Dolly, Barbara Streisand. Doesn't even look like my handwriting. E.T., which I think is streaming tonight on Focus Features. This is a date book, a planner. Oh, these were some of my very first headshots, and this was a postcard that I had printed. I have lots of these postcards in a box somewhere too. I don't know what actors are supposed to do with this old stuff. Toss it, I guess. There are more books. The Osmonds. Never read the book, I don't think. Oh, I'm going to take this book upstairs. This was my favorite childhood book, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And this book was given to me by my third grade teacher. My mother invited her to our pool party. She came to our pool party. Her name was Mrs. Chang. She passed away a few years ago. She was 92, maybe older, maybe 96. And I hadn't seen her since the third grade when she came to my mother's memorial. So that was something. I'm definitely keeping this book. More books, Raggedy Ann, these stories. Oh, this was a gift from my dad's cousin. It's in Czech. I went to Czechoslovakia, what was then Czechoslovakia, in right before high school started. Well, that's interesting. How did this get in here? Jane Hancock's Short Answers to Big Questions. Isn't that odd? I didn't know Jane Hancock at the time. I know her now. I met her through an organization, NAMI, that I'm a big advocate for. She is amazing. She is 95 or 96 years old. She was running the support group at NAMI when I met her, and she was also still working as a teacher of writing. And I must have gotten this book at one of my professional developments, but when I got this, I didn't know her, because I'm going to tell you, a friend of mine was getting rid of some books, and I picked this book up because I wanted to keep it because it was one that Jane had written. Wow, now I have 2 copies. I'm probably not going to keep most of the items in this box. I do have to take a look at what these little letters and things are down below. I know I don't want the books. I know I don't want the VHSs, and I don't want the cassette tapes that are in here. So I will be combing through this a little later and clearing out most of these items. And finally, this box, which on one side says JE tax stuff, and over here it's crossed out and it says Mom's Photos and Slides. So this is a travel diary of my mother's. Jakarta, July 4th, 1975. Basically, it says where they went and how much money they spent. Rita's Jewelry, bought snuff bottle. The heck? Montian Hotel. I've never looked at this. I think I just packed it up when I found it. But this is definitely her handwriting. Getting a kick out of it. These are slides that look like they were purchased in Turkey. I will not keep these slides. And there's more carousel of slides. And I think I mentioned that my parents traveled the world. So I have a lot of these slides, and I am going to try to find a carousel and look through them. I'm sure they're just places that they went, but you never know if I might find some beautiful photos of my parents and other family members that I've lost contact with. Okay, it's from Las Vegas, Clark County. This is a script from Laverne and Shirley. 1978. Canyon, Orange League, Comanche. So this is some high school stuff in here. Looks like a program from high school. Basketball. Okay, well, this box must have been packed and repacked. I think that I will be keeping a lot of the items that were in this box. I'm going to repack them and relook at the items later. I will dispose of the VHS and the cassette tapes that I have found in here. there still are 26 boxes over here that I have no idea what's in them, and I will continue on this journey of my life in boxes. But for now, this is the end of episode 9. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jonee Shady, and this is My Life in Boxes.